So for the last 3 years, if we took an average, 8 out of 10 students get placed in a career in the trades. Electrical, plumbing, carpentry, HVAC. What we're really unrolling, though, is a focus on what's going on in this community, and it's about renewable energy. I'm going to talk a little bit about that in a second. What we've been doing at Masters is preparing young adults for not only meaningful careers, but we want them to be able to sustain in those careers, right? And so we focus on this character formation pathways. None of this changes. What we start on Monday is our first HVAC lab. It's an EPA 608 lab. It's allowing about 12 students who want to go into on the HVAC side to get this certification. And what's exciting about today is we're addressing renewable energy. About a third of the energy in Colorado is from renewable sources. Billions of dollars have gone into this renewable energy. What we're going to be doing in our building across the street is creating what's called a living lab. Okay, so when you walk into this building, we'll have heat pumps, we'll have geothermal heating, we'll have solar, and you guys are going, why are you doing that? And I'm really glad you asked, because here's what the contractors say. We have the work, we don't have the people. This isn't something that we're planning for. This is something that's here now, especially in the Denver metro area. This is not something that we're prepping for this thing that's coming. It's a thing that's past. It's already, the crisis is here. So this new facility that we're talking about, it's the perfect opportunity to increase the entry point into high demand. This is the highest demand field in the construction field right now. We are trying to position our students right on the front edge of this opportunity. And we help them realize their own dignity. We talk a lot about the character, but who they are and how they're worthy. And just by chance, what happens is our employers, who are about 126 companies here in Colorado that have hired, love the MAP student because of those reasons.
I love the trades. I love the trades. I've got 3 grandsons. Elena's my daughter. I buy any tool that Silas wants, right? Any tool Silas wants, I buy it for him. You want a cordless drill? Get it. You want a chop saw? Get it. Get anything he wants, we'll give it to him. Because I think the trades is the way to go. So I always looked for men that had some key answers, and Bob is one of those guys. I didn't know it was Bob, but I was reading about him, and then like 3-4 years ago, Kaylin, where are you? Kaylin, we were at Kaylin's house, Nancy and I, and we had dinner, and Bob was there. And I was surprised that Bob was there. I finally got to meet Bob. But Bob is a pioneer. He solves problems. You just don't want to work, you want to solve a problem. That's what I always wanted. I want to solve a problem. And Master's Apprentice solves a problem. If the future holds no hope, the present holds few reasons to be responsible. And there's a lot of young men and women who are not responsible because there's no hope. We look at economic security, we look at social upward mobility, income growth. That's what trades provide.
We must invest in organizations that are indigenous to communities so that we can demonstrate to these kids who are empty that life has content and meaning, that people are motivated to change and improve, not by constantly reminding them of injuries to be avoided, but the victories are possible. And that's what you all do here. If you give opportunity to people with the wrong character, you're injuring them with the helping hand. For them to be helped, they must be redeemed. And so what I see your organization doing is you recognize that in order for someone to be prepared for an opportunity, they must be morally and spiritually prepared for it. And that's what you do. Master Apprentice is doing the same thing Jesus did. If people say that these young people who come to you, are they capable of rising from where they are? Your answer is to say, go see what we produce. Look at the fruit of what we produce. And there's your answer.